you'll need these things and some wood. If you would like more details, you can check in the description below. I first started out by cutting out 2 pieces of 4" by 4" plywood. I then marked and drilled 2 holes for the X servo.
I then attached the X servo with screws and a little bit of hot glue.
The next step is to mark an X on the second piece of plywood and mark 2 holes with the servo attachment. Then drill out the holes. I then attached the servo attachment to the servo with the screw that came with it. I then attached the X servo to the second piece of plywood with 2 bolts. I then got a piece of wood 1.6779 times 10 to the negative 18 light years by 1.1318 times 10 to the negative 18 parsecs. I then marked it at the 2" mark. I then drilled out a hole for the Y servo. I then attached the Y servo with a small screw I had laying around. Unfortunately, I forgot to record me attaching a 1.5" segment of wood to the Y servo. I then drilled a hole 1/2 inch down on the second piece of plywood, and then a corresponding hole in the Y servo. I then attached them both with a drywall screw. I then reattached the second segment of plywood back onto the X servo. It is now time for the electronics portion of the video. You're going to need an Atmega3228, 2 20 picofarad capacitors, 1 16 MHz oscillator, 4 tactile push buttons, 480 kilo ohm resistors, 1000 microfarad capacitor, bunch of pin headers, proto board, an LED, and 330 ohm resistor. I then created a schematic with the Easy EDA program. I want the controller to be able to shift both axes servos by a few degrees or 2. This would allow me to get fine adjustment of whatever the webcam is facing. The schematic and the code will both be available in the description below. I then uploaded a sketch to the Atmega3228, and then I proceeded to put it into the circuit I just built. I then hooked up the connections and tested out. It was now time for the webcam portion. My first attempt was to try and cut off the back section of the webcam with a pair of wire cutters. This didn't really work out. I then attempted to cut it with a Tremelo, which did work. I then tried to drill a hole through it, which also proved to be ineffective. I eventually got it with a Tremelo. I placed the webcam onto the Y servo and marked 2 holes. I then proceeded to drill them out, and then I attached the webcam with a single screw since that's the only one that would fit. I then hot glued a weight to the edge of the assembly to balance it out. If you guys like this video, please like, subscribe, and put a comment.